guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to my channel and to the next part on the mini album tutorial. So as you know, I'm working with the Heartfelt Creations collections. I'm making a pets mini album. If you missed the first two parts, I'm gonna have them linked down below. Also, I do have a full cutting guide for this project, which is available on my website. And now we're gonna continue with pages 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So the last two signatures for the book. So for the next page, I'm going to start with two pieces of 6 by 6.5. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut two here, and this is going to be 6. And I'm using heavy weights for all the pages. Okay, so this is 110-pound cardstock. And then the next piece is going to be 8.5 by 6.25. Okay, so 8.5. Just want to double check. This is 8.5. And okay, so the pieces that are 6 by 6.5, I'm going to score at 1/2 inch along the 6.5 inch side. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and score 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to fold along the score lines, press down, same here. And now I'm going to bring back the next page that we're working on, and I'm going to put these two pieces along the top. Okay, one on each side. So let me grab my glue, and let's go ahead and add some glue. And we are going to add these right up here. Press down, and then I'm going to add this piece. Okay, and let's open this one up and add this other one right here. So I'm just gonna line it up to the other one. Okay, so right about there, and press down. Okay, so now I'm going to open this up, press down, and I'm going to put this on the side for now. And this second piece that we cut, or third piece that we cut, it's going to go on top of these two pieces, but we are going to make these spin around. Okay, so before I make that piece spin around, I'm going to use my design paper. So I'm going to cut this at 8.25 by 6. Okay, so this first piece, and this is going to go on the piece that's gonna go on the top. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. Okay, so I'm gonna add the glue. Okay, and let's go ahead and just add this here, just like that. And then we are going to use another piece, and this one should be 6.25 because the bottom section is a little bit bigger, but I'm just gonna use this one that is 6 inches, and it's actually fine. So you don't have a lot of room on the sides anyway, so it works. So this is 6 by 8.25 also. And what I'm going to do is place this one on the back. I'm not gonna glue it, and you want the side that you want facing out to be facing back. Okay, and I'm just gonna center this as if we were gluing the page, so you have the white border around like that. I'm just gonna hold them together. And what I'm going to do is use a brad. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring out my little brads right here, and I'm just gonna use a small one. Okay, and I have one that has this cute little bird, so I'm gonna use that. Okay, and we are going to go ahead and poke a hole on these two pieces together. Okay, so I'm gonna put, oh my goodness, look at that, there's blue birds there, so that kind of goes perfect to the brad that I'm using. So I'm gonna make a hole right here, about in the center. Okay, right about there. Okay, so just poke a little hole and add the brad. Okay, oh, that is too cute. If you can see the cute little bird. And now I'm gonna turn this to the back and close the brad here, and we're going to add some double-sided tape right there. Okay, so now this piece is going to spin, and this piece is going to be glued on the page right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this back in the center like that, take out the tape and add glue on the paper. Okay, make sure you don't add any glue on the white cardstock, just on the page here. Okay, so that should be good. Then I'm going to turn this back and just line it up to the page on the back. Okay, so center it because this will be a little bit smaller. And there you go. So now this is down, and then this is going to spin. We're gonna close these two sides, and then this is going to spin back in place. Now to add the magnets, we are going to do a magnet here on the back. Okay, and I'm using 10 by 1 magnets. I do have the magnets that I use listed on my Amazon store, and that is on the link below. And then I'm going to do another magnet right on top, and I'm going to place my tape facing up, add the magnets, and now I'm going to spin these here. Okay, so just want to make sure it's even and press down. Okay, so now when we spin this page, I'm gonna press down, and this is going to be the closure for that. Now I'm going to also transfer this magnet to this side. So I'm just gonna place the magnet on the back and add the tape side up here, and then we're gonna close this. Okay, so now those two are closed, and then this one just closes everything in place. And so now let's go ahead and work on the back. So I'm going to cut a piece of 5 1/4, okay, right here, by 9 1/2. Okay. Then I'm going to do one piece of 6 1/4 by 1, okay, right there. Then I'm going to do one piece of 9 by 5, okay, so 5 by 9. Okay, so make sure you put them in order so you don't get them mixed up. And then I'm going to do 4 pieces of 5 by 5. So let me cut this at 5, and then by 5, and then by 5 here. Okay, and now let's go ahead and score. So the pieces that are 5 by 5, we're just gonna put to the side. I'm gonna get rid of all these scrap pieces. Okay. And so now the piece that is 9 by 5, we are going to score at half, 1, 1.5, and 2. Okay, and I'm going to fold along the score lines one at a time here. Okay, fold and fold. And then we are going to glue the 5 by 5 pieces, one into each one of these score lines. Okay, so I'm gonna glue the first one here. Okay, so add my glue, add this one right there. Okay, make sure you don't cross the score line. Okay, just right there like that. Then we're going to add glue on the next 1/2 inch and add the next piece here. Okay, as you're adding these, make sure that they are lined up to the first one. Then we're going to do the same for the next piece right here. Okay, and the last one. Glue, and we're gonna add this piece just like that, and then I'm going to press down. Okay, so now put this to the side. We're gonna wait for that to dry, and then we are going to work with the 9 1/4 by 5 1/4, or sorry, 9 1/2 by 5 1/4. We are going to score at 1/2 inch and at 9 inches. Okay, and we're going to fold along the score lines here and here. And then we are going to add this piece on the center of the page. Okay, this is going to be like a belly band, and I'm going to add my glue right here and right here. And just place this on the center. Let's see, like this, and then fold that back and place that. Okay, now we're gonna press down and press down. And now the piece that is 6 1/4 by 1, we are going to score at 1/2 inch and at 5 3/4. And this is going to be a little belly band also that's going to go on top of that piece that we just added. Okay, so we're gonna glue that right about here. I'm gonna stay about 1.5 inches away from the bottom and just glue this down right there. Okay, press down, press down. Okay, now I'm going to go back to this piece, and I'm going to open this up one at a time and press down. Okay, open this up, press down. I just want to make sure that it opens flat. Press down, and then we're going to open the whole thing like so, and we are going to insert this into our belly band here. Okay, and I'm going to center this kind of right up there, centering the page like that. Then I'm going to hold the bottom, open this up, and add some glue. Just on these belly bands. And close this. And now press down and give this a minute to dry. Okay, so now we're ready to pull down on the waterfall. So I like to just help it out, make it really flat. Okay, and now let's go ahead and do this again. And that is gonna be, you pull down waterfall. And so those are those 2 pages. Let's go ahead and move right along with the last 2 pages. Okay, so for page number 7, we're going to do a sliding pocket page, and this is going to be a piece of 7.5 by 7. Okay, and then I'm going to need a piece of 1 here by 7 also. Okay, and then 1 piece of 1 by 3. So here's 1 by 3, and then I'm going to do 1 piece of 5.5 by 7, and I'm just gonna use a new sheet. Okay, 5.5 by 7. Now the piece that is 7 by 7.5, we are going to score along the 7.5 at 1/2 inch and at 7, and along the other side, the 7 inches, we're going to score at 1/2 inch, and this is going to be the pocket. Okay, so we're gonna cut the corners out along the top. Then I'm just gonna fold along the score lines here, here, and here. And then the piece that is 1 by 7, we are going to score at 1/2 inch and at 6.5. Okay, and the piece that is 1 by 3, we are going to score at 1 1/8 and 2 1/4. Okay, now this piece we're going to fold along the score lines and glue together, okay, to make a loop. Okay, so here we go. Close that, and we are going to add this piece to the 1 inch piece here. Okay, so that is going to be the mechanism for the sliding page. Now I'm gonna fold these 2 back, and I'm going to glue that on the back of my pocket. So here's my pocket. I'm going to glue these on the center closest to the bottom edge. So here's where we have the score line, and I'm gonna put it closest to the bottom. Add some glue, add some glue, and add this piece here. Okay, so I'm just eyeballing the center. You can mark the center if you like, but this should be fine. Press down, press down, and then I'm going to slide the loop all the way up, and we're going to glue the piece that is 5.5 by 7. So I'm going to glue this piece, trying to make sure that it's not, it's right at the center, right there. And I'm just going to add glue to this moving piece here. Right there. I'm gonna place this right here. and press down. Okay, so now we have the up and down sliding page. And now let's bring the page, the base page, and we are just going to glue the pockets. Okay, so add glue on these 3 1/2 inch sections right here, right here. And I like making these pockets upside down. I think it's funner to pull the section down. You can of course do it the other way as well. And now let's line this up to the top. Okay, so just glue that pocket. Make sure this piece is not in the way, so just go ahead and pull it out and press down. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold this here for a second, press down, and there you go. So now we have our sliding pocket. Pull down, and let's go ahead and move to the last page. So for this page, I'm going to start with a piece of 6.5 by 8.5, and I'm also going to use one piece of 6 by 9. Okay, so here's 6 by 9, 6 by 9, and then one piece of 5 by 5.5. So I'm gonna use this from my scraps. Let's see, 5.5 by 5. Okay, and now let's go ahead and score. So the 5 by 5.5, I'm going to score at 1/2 inch along the 5.5. Okay, and just press down here. Then I'm going to score the piece that is 6.5 by 8.5 at 1/2 inch along the 8.5. 1/2 inch. Okay, also folds along the score line right there. And then the piece that is 6 by 9, I am going to score at 1, 2, and 8. Okay, 1, 2, and 8. And also I'm going to fold along the score line. And now let's go ahead and build this page. I'm going to start with the 6.5 by 8.5, and I'm going to glue this along the top of the page. Okay, so let me make sure I have the right side up, and just line this up to the top. Okay, and press down here. Then I'm going to open this up, just press down, and the 5 by 5.5 I'm going to add along the bottom. Okay, so add some glue and place it right at the center. Okay, and press down here. Okay, so open that up, press down. And now for the 3D page, I'm going to glue the 1 inch section. So we have the 1 inch and the 2 inch as we did before. We're going to glue this to the bottom, to the base page here, okay, along the top. Okay, so if you look at it like this, I am placing the 1 inch right here, and I'm going to add my glue. Okay, and just place it right below that folding line. Okay, press down. And then we are going to fold these two 1-inch sections back and add glue on the 1-inch at the end. Okay, we did this something similar before. Okay, so fold both back, add glue on the edge, and now close the whole page and press down. And then this here is going to be the closure, so I can go ahead and add a couple magnets right there. Let's go ahead and get some tape. Okay, so right here. And again, I'm using the 10 by 1 magnets. That's the other one with the tape side up. Okay, just like that. And now I'm going to close these. Now open this up. I'm going to press down on my tape. And when we open this up, we have our three-dimensional layout. You can always use this as a pocket as well and just hold some things in there, but I just really like that as a display for a special picture or your design paper as well. And that is it for the pages. So now, before I add the pages to the book, I think I'm going to go ahead and add some of my design paper. For this page, we're gonna be adding another layout here to add the closure and the magnets, so I'm not gonna cover that up, but I'm going to go ahead and finish up with the rest. Now this one is going to need also magnets, so I'm just gonna add these two magnets right about there. Okay, so here, and these two. Okay, so let's do that. Now close this, and now this is ready for you to add your paper. Okay, so this one won't need a magnet. Okay, that one's fine. This one's a double pockets. This one we already did the magnets. This one won't need the magnets. This one's fine. I mean, if you don't want this layout to fold by its own, which it really doesn't, but if you really want to avoid that, you can always add a magnet here and then add a magnet here, so it always stays tucked in. You can do that as well. And then we did the magnets there. So I'm going to go ahead and just add some of my design paper, and then we are going to do the closure for that page. Okay, so I cover all of my pages, and so now I'm gonna do this last page and show you how we're gonna add the closure. So I went ahead and cut 2 pieces of my design paper. These are 8 1/4 by 3 inches, and I am going to go ahead and glue the one that goes on the left side. Okay, I'm just gonna glue this one. Then I went ahead and cut a little piece of design paper at 3 by 3, and then a piece of cardstock at 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, so we can add these together. And here I'm going to add a couple magnets. So I'm just going to put 2 magnets on the right side, and let me just go ahead and add some tape. Okay, so I'm just going to get 2 pieces here, and then I'm going to glue the paper here on top. Okay, and you can use any image from your collection, and you can just use any cardstock to simply add a picture. And I think this will be really cute because I can still add a picture here on the side, or maybe add a date. Okay, and now this piece I'm going to glue here onto this panel. Now I'm going to place it a little bit higher up because I don't want to cover the doggies here, so I think either up here should be fine. And I'm going to add glue only on half of this. Okay, and place that maybe right there. Okay, now I'm going to open this up and add the 2 magnets there on the back. Let's add some tape, and again with the tape facing up, and just put that right there. And then I'm also going to add just a little bit of glue, close these, and press down. Okay, so now when you open this up, you're gonna have here your 2 pieces or your 2 magnets, and now we can go ahead and glue this down. Okay, so I'm just gonna add my glue, and we are going to put this right here. So now I have all my pages ready to add to the book. Here I'm just giving you a quick look how this turned out. And so for this belly band piece here, I went ahead and add a full page on the background instead of adding 2 strips just to cover the design, because that will make it easier for you to slide any photo mats in and out without them getting stuck. So that is what I did there, and I just really love how the orange contrasts with the color of the page. And as you can see, I mixed some of the doggy paper and the kitty paper together. Okay, so now we're gonna add the pages. So for that, I'm just going to open up my book here. I'm going to peel off a section of the tape along the top, and then you're going to find the center of your base page. Okay, so right here, we're going to add this right on top of that tape. Okay, don't push it all the way in, just try to keep it on top of the tape, and we're gonna press down and remove the tape. Okay, now we're gonna turn this to the other side and remove the tape on that side, press down. And then I'm just going to do the same here for all the pages. Okay, so again, find the center of your base page, insert and kind of center that, press down and remove the tape. Okay, now we're gonna turn this to the back and take out the tape here. And so here we have our pages added to our book. I'm going to leave the inside covers flat, that way this can still open pretty flat and we can interact with the different page elements. And so I am going to be doing one more video and working with you on how I decorate the cover. So I hope that you guys are enjoying the tutorial so far. Again, I do have a PDF cutting guide on my website if you want to do your cutting ahead, and I'll be back with the final part. I hope that you guys like it. Please subscribe and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.